hallmark of the Bruins' past and present has been their commitment to the Boston community. Today, the Black and Gold's philanthropy is on full display at the Neely House. Bruins president Cam Neely opened the Neely House at Tufts Medical Center back in 1997. Since then, it has housed more than 6,500 people who have had a family member undergoing cancer treatment. As you might expect, that led to some major wear and tear on the original facility. So Cam, his family, and supporters of the Neely House decided it was time for a renovation, a major renovation. January 27, 2017, the new and very much improved Neely House had its grand reopening. And yeah, it's beautiful. Of course, the Bruins players are here to show their support and check out the 16 new apartments, living rooms, kitchen space, and that very cool media room.
Wow. This is great, isn't it? Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Is my stick in there?
This is amazing.
To be able to have something in memory of our parents is pretty special to me. The support, obviously, nothing can happen without the support. We've got people here that supported us from day one. They're still here, they're still supporting, and without their help, nothing like this could happen. So to be able to give back in such a way is really just, it's an honor and a privilege. So thank you so much.
A few days and 3,000 air miles later, two of the Bruins are on the ground in Los Angeles. While most of the Bees will have the weekend off, Tuukka Rask and Brad Marchand will both be participating in their first All-Star game here in LA. And what visit to Tinseltown would be complete without a movie star sighting?
Sat next to Matt Damon for 5.5 hours. Had a great chat with him. I just asked him, what does he think about Patriots' chances in the Super Bowl? I didn't want to be too weird and ask too many questions. So.
Of course, in LA, you could run into any kind of celebrity at any moment, like a famous former hockey player from Finland. All-Star Weekend is a busy one. So bright and early Saturday morning, Tuukka gets started by saying hello to the Bay State Breakers, a TD Bank mini one-on-one team from Massachusetts.
What's going on? What's happening? You're a goalie, I hear. All right. What's that? Number 30? Tim Thomas? All right. Love it.
I've been a goalie for him.
What's that?
I've been a goalie for him.
Forever? That's me too.
Then, it's on to the Staples Center for the obligatory media rounds.
Winning the Stanley Cup is the best feeling you can get as a hockey player. I think it's great, and I think it's great for the game. You know,
A taller seat here or what?
it's great. Yeah, there's sit across right there. Nobody cares about me. Hey, Sid. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Good. How you doing? We're live on Instagram right now. See? Yeah. My buddy Sydney. No big deal.
High five.
Tuukka and Brad are definitely enjoying their All-Star experience, but it gets even better with the locker room swag.
How awesome is that? Oh my God. I don't know, it doesn't get too much better than this.
That's right, each and every All-Star got drawn up as a South Park cartoon character, and naturally, they nailed it.
I think they did really good. I even like that they got the hair going down. My eyes are like perfect. Beautiful white teeth. I even got a nice tan going too. I think it's beautiful.
The curtain for Act 2 of the Bruins season rises in Tampa Bay, where David Krejci and the boys have a clear vision of what they need to do to win.
Hey, bench! Getting closer though, huh? Getting better. Keep going.
Hey! Once he comes in and grabs the goalie's pad with his stick, that's it.
Puck was loose.
I know it was, but you came in, you took his pad, so then I can't let it keep going, right? But yeah, that's why I didn't blow it. Yeah, but Johnny!
Pulls up, feeds McQuaid out of the right point, wristing it towards it, a tip, score!
After Patrice ties the game in the second, it's time for David to remind everyone just what he can do with the puck.
Nice, baby. No, we're good.
The Bolts come back to tie it in the third, and now Boston needs to respond if they want the 2 points in this one.
One-timer, one-timer. Yeah! Good job, boys.
And it's fired, deflected away. Hedman saving a goal there, but the game will end.
Okay, no empty netter, but still a pretty good night for number 46, with a goal and an assist. It's also 3 wins in a row for the black and gold. Over at the Logan Airport International Arrivals Terminal, the Boston Bruins are waiting for some hockey players to arrive. But it's not a recent call-up. Nope, it's kids from the Beijing Hockey Association, and it's part of the Bruins' partnership with China-based ORG Packaging to grow the game of hockey, and naturally, they are getting the VIP treatment.
Here it is. Oh, I like it.
And it all starts with a practice at Warrior Ice Arena, led by the Bees' assistant coaches, like longtime goalie coach Bob Asenza.
Oh yes, yes. I see some hard work. I see some room for improvement though. Oh, that's a good tuck. That's a good tuck. Give me some.
1, 2, 3, yeah. All right, hey, say thank you to the coaches.
Good morning, everyone. How was the skate this morning with the other coaches? Good?
Next on the agenda, it's time for a video session with another assistant coach, Joe Sacco.
If you can get the goalie, watch here. If you can get the goalie to move, what happens is he'll open his legs again here, and that's what happens here. And then he puts it right in between. You see?
They seem to really enjoy the on ice, and I think even the video session, they seem to really gravitate towards some of the video that we showed. They got excited about especially the pump-up video there that we put on them for the end. And they had some great questions for me, and I think overall, as much as they probably enjoyed the experience, I enjoyed it just as much.
Good, good, good. Nice.
Then it's time for some fitness testing with the team's strength and conditioning staff. And you can't help wondering if maybe, just maybe, there's a future Bruin in here somewhere.
Come on, come on, come on. Good job.
And what could be better for a group of hockey kids than spending a day at Warrior Ice Arena with the Bruins coaching staff? Well, there's only one answer to that question. pizza. On a cold and wet February morning, change comes suddenly to the Boston Bruins.
But I had taken a few days to assess where we were at, and came to my decision to make a change with regards to Claude. A very, very difficult morning for me personally, to be delivering that news, to be having a conversation with Claude. The expectations have not changed from this organization. We expect the players to make a push and get in the playoffs. It was the same regard last year. I want our players to understand this falls with me and on them moving forward, whether or not we get in, and then how far we go as an organization.
Winning is paramount, right? It's a results-oriented business. I know that. I'm aware of that. We have to worry about the Boston Bruins. How are we playing on the ice? You know, are we playing to the level that we can and beyond, so that we can win our share of games and not worry about everything else going on around us? You know, of course it's a factor, you know, how other teams do, but our focus right now is on getting our team playing the best brand of hockey they can every night.
The dismissal of head coach Claude Julien is a bombshell, a seismic shift in the landscape of the Boston Bruins franchise. Tonight, for the first time in a decade, the black and gold will take the ice without Julien behind the bench. There are now 26 games left in the regular season and a lot of questions to be answered. Question number one arrives in a raging New England blizzard in the form of the Pacific Division leading San Jose Sharks. Just to make things interesting, Zdeno Chara will miss the game due to illness, which puts added pressure on Kevin Miller in the defense. And the best way to fix that is to set the tone early.
Good thing that guy lost it. What? You think he lost it? Guy never shoots. Come on, bro. Yeah! Thanks, boys. Let's bring on the line, boys. Very good.
Boston jumps out to a 3-1 lead before the Sharks start to make a push. But Miller and the Bees play it smart and eventually pull away in this one.
Watch the stick, bud. Watch the stick. Yeah! Right! That away, boys! Good job, man.
Spooner carries it out top. Marchand, quick pass to Bergeron. Back door to Pasternak, and he scores! What a pretty passing play!
I like it.
It ends as a memorable 6-3 victory for the Bruins and makes Bruce Cassidy's debut as head coach a success.
But, you know, there's a lot of things that go into a win, you know, besides the obvious great start. You know, it was a nice play in the first goal. We talked about getting pucks into that, you know, that slot area. We got one, and Bax finished one, and I got us, you know, jump started. But I like the fact that when they scored a goal, you know, we weren't in like protect or defense mode. And it's going to happen. Like, we're going to get scored on, and you got to go out and have some resiliency and push through it. All right, and don't let one become two, and try to just get the momentum back and go from there. I like that we did that tonight. You know, our special teams were excellent. You know, there was a couple of plays in the second period. Tuukka on a 2-on-1 made a huge stop for us, and we need those plays. And I also thought Dom had a big block too on Burns when things were getting a little scruffy in our end. So there's those little things go a long way towards wins that don't always show up in the score sheet. So anyway, enjoy it. We'll get back to work Saturday, right?
In Bruce Cassidy's second game as interim head coach, the Boston Bruins will face an old foe, the Vancouver Canucks. But in today's tilt, the Bruins have a secret weapon. Super Bowl hero James White and your 5-time world champion New England Patriots. Gonna go out on a limb here and say that's just about as good as ceremonial puck drops get. Job well done, Pats. Now it's time for Patrice Bergeron and the Bruins to drop the puck for real and to take 2 points from the Canucks.
Let's go get one, huh? Stay here. I'm going to take the inside a bit.
Pulls up in the eddy of the flow, comes off the board, stick handles for Bergeron. He scores!
Good up, Reagan. Good, boys. Nice pass, Greg.
2-1 Bees after the first, but in the second period, things don't go as smoothly for Patrice and his line mates.
Is that close back door? I just tried to throw it.
I didn't see it till late.
Yeah, I went too hard. My first thought was to hit his pad or.
I didn't mean to block your shot. I was trying to catch you so you cut off my. I looked over my shoulder. I saw you slap hook me, but I wanted to throw that.
No, that's good.
Forward right side feeds it out in front, jamming away Burrows to Doban. Score! Just before the horn sounded, it looks like Burrows has tied the game.
Yeah, we gotta do better.
So with the score now tied, it all comes down to the final 20 minutes and who wants it more.
Right there! Right there! Close your legs! He's got it!
Drags it along, cuts back against Tatum, and scores! David Pastrnak with 2 minutes to go makes it 4-3 Boston.
Boston! Good boys! That's it! Great pass! Good job, Louie! Good boys.
Probably not the way anyone on the Boston side drew it up, but it's a big win for backup goaltender Anton Khudobin, interim head coach Bruce Cassidy, and most importantly, for the team.
A couple of things. Dobie, get up. We talked about requiring a lot of different things. A lot's been made about secondary scoring, and sure got a lot of it tonight. Good for everyone contributing offensively. Spoons your line, give us a bump tonight. Jimmy going to the net, the little things that happened there. DJ in the rush, and a big goal at the end. Listen, I thought our third period was pretty good. For getting scored on late, we're gonna have to learn some of those lessons. Bounce back all the time. Bounce back, put things behind you. So good for us to be able to do that. All right, good one.
Great job, guys, in front of me. Sorry for that bad goal in the second, but we Got the W, that's the most important.
A new era has dawned on Causeway Street, and the Bruins know, to a man, how they respond will make or break the 2016-2017 season. 2 games in, and the early returns look good. After a Sunday night tilt with the Habs, the Bees will hit their bye week. A 7-week sprint to the finish toward a berth into the 2017 Stanley Cup playoffs is waiting for them on the other side.